Okay, let's talk pressure washers. I just picked up two pressure washers from auction. We'll go through to both of them. We'll talk about two other pressure washers I currently have and one other project that is in the works that will hopefully be picked up later on today. Or actually, it will be picked up later on today, but I won't be getting it for a few weeks. So more on that at a later date, and we'll talk about more later on in the video. So two pressure washers I picked up. I picked them both up from auction. I have a Simoniz and a Honda. Let's talk about the Simoniz first because it is pretty much ready to go. It's powered by a Briggs & Stratton, probably 3.5 horsepower clone engine, obviously. It's not a real Briggs, it's a Briggs clone. It is ready to go. It did give me a little bit of a hard time starting initially. It wanted ether, even though it had 100% fresh gas. Has fresh oil in it already, which is nice. It actually came with the fresh oil. I believe it's been sitting for a little while. Potentially the float was a bit stuck, but it did have no gas in it, which was nice. I put gas in it, actually straight from the gas pump, which was nice. So I very rarely actually do that with my equipment, filled them up straight from the pump, but we were there. I bought $5 in gas. I was able to fill this one up and the Honda. So it does need a little bit of cosmetic work right there. No big deal. I'll get that taken care of shortly. It did need that cover right there. Luckily, I had one in my hoard. It did come with all the tips. It actually came with an extra green, but it has the yellow, red, white, and black. It does not have the soap line, but I should have one somewhere I can put on here just so it is actually sold with the soap line. So take care of a little cosmetic issue on this, and it will be good to go. It starts now between 1 and 2 pulls, even though when I first got it, it did give me some hard time. The second one, this one is a real Honda. This one is the overhead cam Honda. I love these pressure washers. I bought a couple of these brand new, so I do like these ones. This one I like even more because it has the actual throttle and obviously a separate choke. This one started first pull. It did have some gas in it. I did fill it up with 100% fresh as well. So it did start, but then it started having some issues. I believe it has a stuck float. So it will run for about 10-15 seconds and die. I verified the pump is good. This one actually uses a pump that takes its own oil. So it's not a 100% sealed unit pump, which is nice. Unfortunately, it did not come with any tips, but I should have enough kicking around. I have an extra green one from the Simoniz. As long as I can get the other three, we are good. It does have the soap line. I'll include it, or I may not include it. I might put it on the Simoniz. I haven't yet decided. So this one here, I got to get the carburetor taken care of. It does have pneumatic tires. Both did take air and are holding air. They're obviously tubed. But the main reason why I bought this one right here, because of the throttle. I have another pressure washer I'm working on that needs the throttle linkage. I'm obviously not going to take it off of this one. I want to use this one as an example whenever I go to put the other one together to make sure I have it put together correctly. This one here, I actually paid $90 for it. And the Simoniz, I paid, I believe, $130 or $140 for that one. So that one I paid a bit more for. This one is actually the better of the two, and I paid less. So let's talk about the other two pressure washers I currently have. Technically, I have 3, but we're going to talk about 2 of them. This one right here is the one I primarily use. This one was going to go up for sale eventually once I have my big Honda done. But that project, I'm working on it, but it's more on the back burner. I want to get some of these smaller ones taken care of, and I have one other bigger project I'm currently working on. So this one here will be going up for sale sooner rather than later. But I do got to put the engine and pump onto a different frame, which I do have, just to help clean it up a bit. As you can see, it is kind of rough. I don't want to sell this one the way it looks. The tires are horrible on this one. I'll probably hold on to the base and use it as a cart around the yard. But this one here will lose its engine and pump and will get retired, for me at least. The pump and engine are still fine, but the base really needs to be retired. This is actually running a Kohler clone. It's a Honda engine. You can tell by looking at it the way it is. And it runs pretty good. It's this one here, I don't really have too many issues with. The pressure release in the pump does sometimes stick. I might end up swapping that pump out. I do have another one, so I may end up doing that. I haven't yet decided. But then that pump there will go on to the other last pressure washer I will be working on eventually once I get the parts for it. Lastly, or second to last, the Honda pressure washer is sitting right out there. It is currently raining. It is all covered up. It will start. It does not have the pump on it. The pump is down in the basement still. So I'm working on getting this pulley removed off the original engine. It's been actually sitting like this for about 3 weeks now. Gotta get this off of here, get this installed onto the new engine, then I can get the pump reinstalled. I have the replacement holding tank right there. It's ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to use the complete tank or just the lid. I haven't yet decided. So I do have the parts to get that one together. It's just a matter of putting it together and getting everything working the way it needs to work. Lastly, I'm in the works on a machine. It should get picked up later on today. I'm not going to pick it up myself. It's almost 3 hours away. Luckily, I have somebody in the area. They're going to pick it up and store it, and then eventually transport it back to me. But more on that later on. I will release a video of its pictures once I know it is secured with my neighbor. So they're going to store it, like I said, and then bring it back when they can transport it back. So, like I said, more on that very, very soon. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for all of the pressure washers I'm currently working on. Really, pressure washers seem to sell better than generators. So, I might actually switch my tactics over to pressure washers more. They are somewhat easier to work on. They're a little bit more expensive in some cases to work on, but you can actually get them, and they sell really fast. Like this one right here is actually a fairly expensive unit. People are asking the high threes, low fours for that in that condition, and actually in a little bit worse condition than that. So yeah, the pressure washers always seem to sell. Generators just don't do very good. So I don't know yet. I might switch to more pressure washers, or I haven't yet decided. So anyways, that's pretty much it for everything. This is the pressure washers I'm currently working on, secret project coming up, and more on other stuff when the time allows. So I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.